It's your girl Mickey J with her first YouTube video. Yeah, I've been procrastinating for the longest about starting a YouTube channel, and so I just stopped procrastinating and just bought me some equipment, a little bit of equipment, and just started recording. So today, as you can see, we're talking about my last semester at NC State University, and I can honestly say by far this was one of my hardest semesters. Some know, some don't, but yeah, it was hard for me, and on so many levels. Okay, your girl even got a note. She got notes, so we won't go off track and I don't miss nothing. Yes. Whew. The last semester starts in January and ends around May. So January is when I'm trying to, we're in the process of like looking at houses. Me and my hubby, his name is King. So me and King, we're looking at houses. Mind you, at the time he's in Virginia. Yeah, I think he was in Virginia and I was in Raleigh. And so we're looking at houses because his job was relocating to Fayetteville. So that means I would have to move to Fayetteville. We would have to give up the apartment because the lease was up in March, at the end of March. So we're in the process of finding houses. If y'all don't know, houses the market was crazy. Like, we see a house that we like and we don't get it. It's just crazy. Like, that process was so hard trying to find a house, crazy prices. It was just all over the place, but we still had to get a house. So I had to go through that, because if we did like a house, I would have to make time to actually go see it and tour it to see if I like it or not. So I would have to, mind you, this is Fayetteville, so I would have to, any single time, like I'm doing 3-4 houses a day, just so I'm not wasting any time, or I don't have to keep going back and forth to Fayetteville trying to look at houses. But we end up finding something we like. We put in a bid for it, somebody outbid us. So it's just like, it just kept happening. I'm just like, it's getting stressful because we have about 2 months. And so I was handling all that in January because King's not allowed to have his phone like that while he was at work. So I would have to do basically everything as far as the process of buying our new home. So that's what I was going through until like March 20th. Okay, so this is outdoor season for track, and we had a spring break trip and we came back from Florida on March 20th. So during that whole process to March, we ended up finding a house that we actually got through with. So we came back March 20th. On the 21st, March 21st is when we signed. So we were supposed to sign during the vacation, but we have to push it back because I had to go to the vacation. We had to go to Florida, so I had to push it back, and that was literally the latest day, because you don't want to wait too long to sign on a house because they can give it to somebody else, and like we trying to move quick so we can get this home. And so we end up getting the house on March 21st. So yes, we got our first property. We own property. No more renting, no more crazy. Y'all, our rent at our last apartment was $1,500. It was $1,500 for 2 bedrooms and a garage apartment, guys. And I've just looked up our apartment and it's $1,900. These apartments are crazy. And so we got our house. So we own a house so we was all happy about that. But mind y'all, it was in Fayetteville, so I still have to commute every so often for practice and for class, because I still had classes 3 times a week. So I didn't mind. I was just happy we had a house, y'all. So we bought the house. I'm still trying to finish out school, because mind you, I'm graduating in May. That's the goal. Like, I gotta pass all these classes to graduate in May. Like, some people start to get lazy, and bro, like, I could not get lazy at all, because if I was to get lazy, I would not have graduated for real. I would not. I'm just being honest, honestly. So it was Raleigh relays, and then after Raleigh relays, because it was throughout the week, Raleigh relays kind of on like weekends. So when I competed, it was on the weekend. So the 26th was when we all moved our stuff into the house. So we moved all our stuff in on March 26th. We had to be out the apartment, and y'all, I was trying to stay in that apartment as long as possible because I did not want to make that drive every single day. So we had until the 31st to move all our stuff out the apartment. I was still like trying to stay there until the last minute, because once all that stuff moved in, we turned in them keys, like that's it. That's when I gotta travel back. And oh, I forgot to tell y'all, my mom and my grandma live 30 minutes away from my school. So if I didn't feel like driving, I would just go over there and just go to my grandma's house or my mom's house. So I don't have to drive so far. But sometimes I would just want to just go home to be in my own home, honestly. And sometimes you just want to be in your own space. You don't want to be around other people. Like some people really like that, for real. Like, you want to be in their own space, cook what they want. You feel me? So that's what I wanted. So we moved in March 26th. On April 1st, when everything just started to just crumble. April 1st is when our house got caught on fire. And I never understood that part because nobody, still to this day, nobody knows what happened to the house. But April 1st is literally days before we moved in. Our house got caught on fire. That's when they literally took access to our house and started to just make holes in the back of our house. So it was like our bedroom, you could just see outside. It was a big hole, holes in the ceiling, holes in the closet, because literally they were just trying to find out where the fire was. So they was just putting holes everywhere, just trying to figure it out, y'all. And how that happened was, it was a Friday night. It was a Friday night, y'all. Everybody know Friday night, you want to get, well, I want to get home. I don't know about y'all, but I want to get home. I'm trying to get home. I got done with practice. I'm driving home, and you know, this is when we're supposed to go to King's parents' house. And so, you know, he's already packed up, ready to go visit them. And I just got a shower. So like, he's smelling something, King's smelling something. And I'm just like, what? I don't smell nothing. And he was just like, you don't smell that? And so he goes outside and he looks up, and y'all, it's smoke. The house smoking. If you don't know nothing about me, I don't like smoke. Because when I think about smoke, I'm thinking about something is about to explode. Like, I cannot deal with smoke. If something starts to smoke, I just start to run. I don't want nothing to blow up in my face. And so I'm just like panicking. I'm trying to get dressed, you know. King is still in the house. I'm just like, come out. Because the last thing, like, when I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm just like, yo, this house about to blow up. This house about to blow up. This house about to blow up. Like, that is what I'm thinking. And so I'm just like, yo. And so crazy, the smoke alarm didn't ring. And so we had to like, we have a security system, so you can just press a button and then the fire department would come. And so like, I'm thinking it's nothing big, y'all. And so the fire department comes and he's checking it out. And then two fire trucks come, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. Y'all, by then, y'all know the neighbors outside looking, asking what's happening. Like, bro, be quiet. Like, don't you see my house on fire? Stop asking me questions. But no, that's how people are just nosy. But I'm just like, I'm not really not understanding what happened. I just got home. You know, I'm happy. I'm home. We got to go out of town. And then I see this. I see my house literally in a state where we cannot stay in it no more. So April 1st, the house got on fire. And then it was on a Friday, so we went to visit his parents Saturday and Sunday. We left Sunday. On April 3rd, which was a Sunday, they moved us into a hotel. We stayed in a hotel for over 2 months. A little kitchen. Imagine all your stuff in a hotel room. It was times at first I'm just like, all right, I can do this. But then like I started just to I didn't like it. I was complaining, I was getting frustrated, I was crying. I'm just like, yo, it's not fair. Like, we spent all our money on this house, like, and we didn't even get to enjoy it, all this stuff, and now we in a hotel. Like, this is not how it's supposed to be. Like, this is, mind y'all, this is school, track, everything going on. And I'm just like, yo, bro, I did not need that, for real. And it was just times I'm just like, dang. So that's when we had to deal with insurance companies. Mind y'all, they was axing our house. They broke our dresser. Water damage was everywhere, so we had to get new carpet. Our sheets was done. Our laptops wasn't working. We had to get new laptops. Y'all, we had to put in so many claims and try to get like money back for that. They came out and they cut our power off, so everything in our refrigerator is literally done. And so like I said, we had to move into a hotel. Like, we didn't have a stove, and we cook all the time. It's like, now we gotta waste money on eating out and then stove food, like little stuff you can cook on the stove. Like, mind y'all, we still had to pay mortgage. Like, it was crazy stuff. Like, thank God that our insurance company is really good. We end up not having to pay anything, and they reimbursed us new laptops. They did a good job with that. Until I knew that was handled. Like, track was really not on my mind, for real. Like, some people didn't really understand my situation and just wanted more from me, and I really didn't appreciate that, for real. Now, if I can confront anybody, I would say that, like, I really didn't appreciate like what you did. Even though it's old, it's still in the back of my head, like, yo, when I went through that, this is how you acted. For people to be so selfish and not empathize for people is so crazy. Like, you never know what people are going through, so you, no matter what, it's just, even if you don't know their situation, just always try to like be understanding. Stop being so negative all the time. And I had to tell myself that too, because sometimes I'll take offense when somebody's upset. And some people are just straight up rude, but don't mean you can be rude. I'm not gonna be rude. You're not gonna take me out my character. I felt like during that moment with track, and certain people really didn't understand and just wanted more. Like, wanted me to practice, and even though I was just telling them what was going on, or they knew what was going on, they just wanted more from me. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not coming. Like, I'm not about to put more on myself than I can handle. Why would you have an athlete do that? Thank God I'm not that person that just fuss everybody out, because that would have been one of them moments, for real, because I can't control what's going on. I try my best, and it's not like when I'm out there practicing, I be half doing everything. Like, no, I'll work hard. Like, there's times I practice 3 times a day, because I have different practice throughout the day. I will practice 3 times a day, and I don't have to do nothing. Even though I'm through 2 surgeries on my right knee, even though I went through all that, I still go hard. And for you to feel like say that my situation is not as important and that everybody else coming to pray. Okay, bro, I don't care about I don't care about nobody else. I care about me. My mental health is not their mental health. Like, bro, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Like, it's okay though, because I got my house back. So we moved into the hotel April 3rd. And then they finished with the house June 16th. April, May, June. So a little bit over 2 months it took them to finish the house. And y'all, when I tell you we was going back and forth to this house to see like what they've been doing, that's what we've been doing. Like, we was on them for real. So even through that, I'm still talking to my professors. They're still understanding. I'm trying to get as much work as possible, but it's just hard when you got a lot going on. It's hard to focus on a lot. Like exam, it's just your mind is just, and so it was very hard for me to focus during school because I did have a lot going on. And then on top of that, people always got something to say. Like, always got something to say. Always got something to say. It's just brush it off. Because some people are just miserable. Some people are really miserable. And when you see them people that's always just mad and just talk about people, they find fault in themselves. Listen to people like that, for real. Like, it's something that they gotta be going through within for them to be so bitter. And so they try to make other people bitter. Cause what? Misery loves company. Misery loves company. And who? I'm not about to be nobody company. I'm not about to be nobody company. So finished with the house June 16th, y'all. So we back in business. So now I'm just like, whew, all right, June 16th. You know, this was after graduation. I graduated in May. I walked across that stage. Even though the lady mispronounced my name, I told her how to say my name, y'all. She mispronounced it, but it's okay. I walked across that stage and they got a picture of me and I got my diploma. That's all that matters. That's all I really cared about. And I want to thank God for that. Like, I graduated. Like, everybody can't say that. Everybody can't say that, but I can say it. I can say I graduated. So I graduated in May, and then I had to take one summer class. So after May, I had to take a summer class. And y'all, I killed that class. I killed it. And so after my Spanish class on June 23rd, right on June 25th, I went to the Bahamas. I went on a cruise, all inclusive. I didn't have to pay anything. It was a treat for my mom. Love you, mommy. But yes, that's what I went through during my last semester of college. I know the average 22-year-old don't go through that, about like getting a house, going through all that stuff with houses and buying a house. But that's what I was going through. I was trying to handle so much things at once, and it was too much. And I ended up, at the end, I really wasn't really feeling track because, first of all, just outdoor, I just was getting hurt. I had a muscle spasm in my neck. So I was walking around like this. I was walking around like this for 2 weeks during ACCs, like outdoor ACCs. Like, my neck, it started feeling a little better because I went to the chiropractor the day of ACCs, but the man said that I would have to go back a second time and that it would only feel better 60%. But if I came back the next day, which was the day I competed, so he just told me not to do anything. So that's why I didn't compete in ACCs. But I'd be driving, and to look over my shoulder, I would be like this. I would have to do this. So I'm walking around like this, looking crazy. Somebody say, hey Mickey, I'm like this. They be like, what's wrong with you? And I'm just like, sorry, my neck. But that's why I was just like, yeah, let me just wrap it up. Because it's me, I just keep going. Like, something hurts, I'll just keep going. But you gotta listen to your body. And so, even though you don't want to do something, sometimes you gotta do it for real. So I just decided just to end my track year. I am going to do track next season, and I'm going back to school in January. So let's just see how everything goes with just a clear brain. I'm so excited because I got a lot of things coming, and I'm just so excited to have this channel. But yes, that is what happened during my last semester of college. I am good now. Mental health is A1. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because if you're not subscribed, it's gonna be hard for you to see the video. I ain't gonna lie, unless I provide a link. I just started, so I don't think I'm gonna be popping up, but unless I keep making videos. But yeah, just make sure you subscribe so you can honestly just see it pop up on your screen. You just wake up and it's saying Mikki J posted a video. You can just click on it like that. Wouldn't that be cool? Dope. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.